All right, sixth graders, let's go over chapter 6, section 1, integers. And the essential question is, how can you represent numbers that are less than 0? Okay, let's go over some vocabulary. The first vocabulary word is positive numbers. So positive numbers are greater than 0. They can be written with or without a positive sign, which is the plus sign as well. Negative numbers are less than 0, and they always are written with a negative sign or like a minus sign. Opposites are two numbers that are the same distance from 0 on a number line. And we'll talk about that here in just a second. And the last vocabulary word is integers, which are a set of whole numbers and their opposites. So the key word in this is whole numbers. So it's kind of like a fancy word for numbers, but we think of sometimes numbers have like a decimal point. That would not be an integer. An integer are whole numbers, but they're positive or negative. So let's look at a graph if we were to graph some integers. So over here on the graph, you see this is our number line here on the bottom. 0 is in the middle. And we can see on our number line that we're counting by ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the opposite side, -1, -2, -3, -4. So on each side, they're in increments of 1. So we're counting by ones. Also, I like to think of it as a number line is like a mirror. So you can see that the positive numbers are on the right and the negative numbers are on the left. But it's like a mirror because, as you can see, 0 is in the middle, and then on the right, 1, and then on the left, -1. On the right, then 2 spaces over is 2, and then on the left, 2 spaces over is -2. So that's why it looks like a mirror to me. And also keeping in mind that 0 is neither positive or negative. It's just 0. So again, positive numbers are on the right of 0, and negative numbers are to the left of 0. Now, we talked a little bit about opposites a second ago. So if we look at the integer 4, the opposite of 4 would be -4. And we said that they're the same distance from 0. So let's see. So 4, let's count the spaces from 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces from 0. Now let's count -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also 4 spaces. So that's what makes those numbers opposites. The same amount of spaces from 0. Check out the next video to see some examples.